Have you ever felt like there's more to your mind than you know? Like there's a powerful force inside you just waiting to be unleashed? Well, you're right. There is a hidden power in your mind, and it's called the subconscious. It's always there, always listening, and always ready to help you. But here's the exciting part. Most people don't know how to use it. They're missing out on one of the most incredible tools they have for changing their lives. Today, we're going to unlock that power. We're going to learn how to talk to our subconscious mind and use it to transform our lives in ways we never thought possible. Think about it. What if you could tap into a part of your mind that knows more than you do? A part that can help you solve problems, boost your confidence, and even improve your health? That's what your subconscious can do. It's like having a super smart, always-on assistant in your head. But unlike a real assistant, this one is with you 24/7, knows everything about you, and has your best interests at heart. Now you might be thinking, if my subconscious is so powerful, why haven't I heard about this before? Well, that's because we're not taught how to use it. In school, we learn about math and science, but nobody teaches us about the amazing tool we have right inside our own heads. That's why learning to communicate with your subconscious is like discovering a superpower you never knew you had. Here's the thing. If you don't learn how to use your subconscious mind, you're missing out on so much. It's like having a best friend who's a genius, but never asking them for help. Your subconscious is there, ready to support you. But if you don't know how to talk to it, you can't use its power. Imagine going through life with only half your brain working. That's kind of what it's like when you ignore your subconscious. You're not using all the resources you have. You might struggle with problems that your subconscious could easily solve. You might feel stuck in life, not knowing how to move forward when the answers are right there in your own mind. Not using your subconscious can affect every part of your life. It can make it harder to achieve your goals. It can keep you stuck in bad habits. It can even affect your health and relationships. When you don't communicate with your subconscious, you're not giving yourself the best chance to succeed and be happy. But it's not just about missing out on good things. Ignoring your subconscious can actually lead to negative outcomes. Your subconscious is always working, whether you pay attention to it or not. If you're not guiding it in the right direction, it might be holding on to negative beliefs or fears that are holding you back. These hidden thoughts can sabotage your efforts without you even realizing it. Learning to talk to your subconscious isn't just a nice extra skill. It's essential for living your best life. It's about taking control of your mind and making it work for you, not against you. When you master this skill, you'll be amazed at how much easier life becomes and how much more you can achieve. Now that we know how important the subconscious is, let's talk about what it actually is. Your subconscious mind is like a huge part of your brain that's always working, even when you're not aware of it. It's the part of your mind that's active even when you're sleeping. In fact, it never sleeps. Think of your mind as an iceberg. The small part you can see above the water is your conscious mind. That's the part you use to make decisions, solve problems, and think about things on purpose. But the much larger part of the iceberg, hidden under the water, is your subconscious. It's much bigger and more powerful than your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind is like a giant storage room. It keeps everything you've ever experienced, every thought you've ever had, and every skill you've ever learned. It remembers things you don't even realize you remember. Have you ever had a dream about someone you haven't thought about in years? That's your subconscious pulling out information you didn't even know you had. But the subconscious does more than just store information. It also controls a lot of what you do without you even realizing it. It manages all the things your body does automatically, like breathing, digesting food, and keeping your heart beating. You don't have to think about these things because your subconscious takes care of them for you. Your subconscious also plays a big role in how you feel and behave. It's where your habits come from. It's the source of your intuition, those gut feelings you get about things, and it's the part of your mind that comes up with creative ideas and solutions to problems. One of the most important things to understand about your subconscious is that it doesn't judge things as good or bad. It simply accepts what you tell it as true. This is why the thoughts you think and the words you say to yourself are so important. Your subconscious takes them all in and uses them to shape your beliefs about yourself and the world. Your subconscious is also really good at finding ways to make your thoughts come true. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good at something, your subconscious will find ways to make that a reality. But the good news is, this works for positive thoughts too. If you tell yourself you're capable and confident, your subconscious will work to make that true. Understanding your subconscious mind is the first step in learning how to use it. When you realize how powerful it is and how it works, you can start to harness its strength. You can begin to see why some things in your life happen the way they do, and more importantly, how you can change them. Your subconscious mind is always there, always working, always ready to help you. It's like having a supercomputer in your head that's dedicated to making your life better. But like any powerful tool, you need to learn how to use it properly. That's what we're going to do in this video. Learn how to communicate with this amazing part of our minds and use it to transform our lives. As we go further, we'll explore how the subconscious affects different areas of our lives, from our health to our relationships to our success. We'll learn techniques for talking to our subconscious in ways it understands, and we'll practice using these techniques to make positive changes. By the end of this video, you'll have a whole new understanding of your mind and how to use it to create the life you want. Remember, your subconscious mind is one of the most powerful tools you have. It's been with you your whole life, waiting for you to learn how to use it. And now, that's exactly what we're going to do. Are you ready to unlock the hidden power of your mind? Let's dive in and discover the amazing potential of your subconscious. Your subconscious mind is like a hidden superpower that affects every part of your life. It's working all the time, even when you're not aware of it. And its influence is huge. It can shape your happiness, your health, your success, and even your relationships. Let's start with how it affects your emotions. Have you ever woken up feeling down, but you're not sure why? Or felt really happy for no clear reason? That's your subconscious at work. It processes your emotions before your conscious mind even knows what's happening. Your subconscious stores all your past experiences and the feelings attached to them. When something in your current life reminds it of a past event, it can trigger those old emotions, even if you don't consciously make the connection. Your subconscious also plays a big role in your health. It controls all the automatic processes in your body, like your heartbeat, breathing, and digestion. But it goes beyond that. Your subconscious beliefs about health can actually affect your physical well-being. If you have a deep-seated belief that you're likely to get sick, your subconscious might make that come true. On the flip side, if you believe in your body's ability to heal, your subconscious can boost your immune system. When it comes to success and achieving goals, your subconscious is like your personal cheerleader or your worst critic. If you have positive beliefs about your abilities stored in your subconscious, it will help you find opportunities and give you the confidence to take them. But if your subconscious is full of doubts and negative beliefs, it can hold you back without you even realizing it. Your subconscious even affects how much money you make. It holds your beliefs about wealth, whether you deserve it, and how hard it is to get. If your subconscious believes that money is scarce or that rich people are bad, it might sabotage your efforts to increase your income. In relationships, your subconscious is always at play. It influences who you're attracted to, how you communicate, and even how you handle conflicts. Your past experiences and the beliefs you formed about love and relationships are all stored in your subconscious, shaping your behavior in ways you might not even notice. The power of your subconscious in shaping your life is enormous. It's like the director of the movie of your life, influencing every scene. The good news is, once you understand this, you can start to change the script. By learning to communicate with your subconscious, you can start to reshape these deep-seated beliefs and patterns, leading to positive changes in every area of your life. Now that we know how powerful the subconscious is, let's talk about how to communicate with it. The thing is, your subconscious doesn't understand words the same way your conscious mind does. It has its own special language, and when we learn to speak it, that's when the magic happens. First, let's talk about images. Your subconscious loves pictures. It thinks in images, not words. That's why when you dream, you see vivid scenes rather than reading a story. When you want to communicate something to your subconscious, try to create a clear, vivid picture in your mind. If you want to be more confident, for example, imagine yourself standing tall, speaking clearly, and feeling sure of yourself. The more detail you can add to this mental image, the better. Next, let's talk about feelings. Your subconscious responds strongly to emotions. It doesn't understand, "I want to be successful," but it does understand the feeling of pride, joy, and satisfaction that come with success. When you're trying to communicate with your subconscious, focus on the feelings you want to have. If you're working towards a goal, imagine how you'll feel when you achieve it. Really, let yourself experience that feeling. Another important aspect of subconscious language is repetition. Your subconscious learns through repeated exposure. That's why habits can be hard to break. You've been repeating them for so long that your subconscious thinks they're important. But you can use this to your advantage. By repeatedly exposing your subconscious to new ideas or images, you can create new patterns and beliefs. Your subconscious also loves symbols. This is why dreams often use symbolic representations of things in your life. You can use this in your communication by creating personal symbols for things you want to achieve or qualities you want to develop. For example, you might imagine a strong oak tree as a symbol of personal strength and stability. It's also important to understand that your subconscious takes things literally. It doesn't understand sarcasm or jokes. If you often say, "I'm so stupid," when you make a small mistake, even if you don't really mean it, your subconscious takes that as a fact. It then works to make that statement true. This is why it's so important to be careful with the words you use, even in your thoughts. Lastly, your subconscious responds well to stories. It loves narratives and doesn't distinguish between reality and imagination. This is why visualizations and guided meditations can be so powerful. They're essentially stories you're telling your subconscious. Understanding this language is like learning the secret code to unlock your mind's potential. When you start communicating with your subconscious in a way it understands, you'll be amazed at how quickly things can change. It's like finally being able to give clear instructions to the most powerful part of your mind. Now that we understand how the subconscious communicates, let's explore some practical techniques you can use to talk to it. These are simple methods you can start using right away to begin reshaping your subconscious beliefs and harnessing its power. The first technique is visualization. This is all about creating vivid mental images of what you want to achieve. Let's say you want to become more confident. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in a situation where you're feeling super confident. See yourself standing tall, speaking clearly, and feeling sure of yourself. What are you wearing? How do you sound? How do others react to you? The more detail you add, the more powerful the visualization becomes. Try to do this for a few minutes each day, especially right before you go to sleep or just after you wake up. These are times when your subconscious is most receptive. Another powerful technique is affirmations. These are positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly. The key is to phrase them in the present tense, as if what you want is already true. Instead of saying, "I will be confident," say, "I am confident." Your subconscious doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's imagined, so it will start to believe these statements if you repeat them often enough. Say your affirmations out loud if you can, and say them with feeling. Remember, your subconscious responds to emotions. Meditation is another great way to communicate with your subconscious. When you meditate, you quiet your conscious mind, making it easier to access your subconscious. You don't need to do anything complicated. Just sit quietly, focus on your breath, and let your thoughts pass by without engaging with them. As you get more comfortable with meditation, you can start to introduce positive images or affirmations during your practice. Another technique is called acting as if. This involves behaving as if you already have the traits or achievements you want. If you want to be more confident, start acting confident in your daily life. Stand up straight, speak clearly, make eye contact. Your subconscious will start to align with this behavior, making it feel more natural over time. Journaling is also a powerful tool for subconscious communication. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help bring subconscious beliefs to the surface where you can examine and change them. Try writing about your goals as if you've already achieved them. Describe how it feels, what your life is like. This helps create a vivid image for your subconscious to work with. You can also use symbols or objects as a way to communicate with your subconscious. Choose an object that represents what you want to achieve. It could be anything: a piece of jewelry, a small statue, a picture. Whenever you see or touch this object, let it remind you of your goal and the feeling of achieving it. Over time, your subconscious will associate that object with those positive feelings and goals. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of your environment. Your subconscious is always taking in information from your surroundings. Surround yourself with images, colors, and objects that represent what you want to achieve. If you're working on being more peaceful, for example, you might put calming images around your home or listen to soothing music. Remember, the key to all these techniques is consistency and repetition. Your subconscious learns through repeated exposure, so make these practices a regular part of your daily routine. It might feel strange at first, but stick with it. Over time, you'll start to notice changes in your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors as your subconscious aligns with your conscious desires. These techniques are like having a direct line of communication to the most powerful part of your mind. By using them regularly, you're essentially reprogramming your subconscious to support your goals and dreams. It's like having a super smart, super powerful ally working for you 24/7. With practice, you'll get better at using these techniques, and you'll start to see amazing changes in your life. When learning to communicate with your subconscious, it's important to be aware of some common pitfalls that can hinder your progress. One of the biggest mistakes people make is accidentally telling their subconscious negative things. We often don't realize how much negative self-talk we engage in throughout the day. Phrases like, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough" might seem harmless, but they're actually powerful messages to your subconscious. Your subconscious doesn't understand sarcasm or jokes. If you frequently say things like, "I'm such an idiot," when you make a small mistake, even if you don't really mean it, your subconscious takes it as a fact. It then works to make that statement true. This is why it's crucial to be mindful of the words you use, even in your thoughts. Another common mistake is expecting instant results. Remember, your subconscious has been programmed by years of thoughts and experiences. It takes time and consistent effort to change those deep-rooted patterns. Don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate changes. Keep practicing and trust that your subconscious is working behind the scenes. Many people also make the mistake of only focusing on their subconscious when things are going wrong. While it's great to use these techniques to solve problems, it's equally important to use them to reinforce positive experiences. When something good happens, take a moment to really feel the positive emotions and let your subconscious absorb them. Overthinking can also be a barrier. Your subconscious responds best to simple, clear messages. If you're trying to visualize your goal, but you keep interrupting the process with doubts or questions, you're sending mixed signals. Try to keep your communication as clear and straightforward as possible. Lastly, many people forget that actions are a form of communication with the subconscious. If you're telling your subconscious that you're confident, but your body language says otherwise, you're sending conflicting messages. Remember to align your actions with the messages you want to send to your subconscious. Now, let's try a practical exercise to start communicating with your subconscious. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed for a few minutes. Sit comfortably and take a few deep breaths to relax. Close your eyes and think of something you really want in your life. It could be a goal you want to achieve, a quality you want to develop, or a situation you want to improve. Now, instead of just thinking about wanting it, imagine that you already have it. Create a vivid mental picture of yourself having achieved this goal or possessing this quality. What does it look like? What are you doing? How do you feel? Really let yourself experience the joy, satisfaction, or peace that comes with having what you want. As you hold this image in your mind, pay attention to the feelings in your body. Maybe you feel a warmth in your chest, a smile on your face, or a sense of lightness. Whatever you feel, allow yourself to fully experience it. Now create a simple phrase that captures this experience. It could be something like, "I am confident and successful," or "I am at peace and content." Repeat this phrase to yourself a few times, really feeling the truth of it as you say it. Take a few more deep breaths, and when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. This is how we talk to our subconscious. By combining vivid imagery, positive emotions, and affirming words, we're sending a clear, powerful message to our subconscious mind. Try to practice this exercise for a few minutes each day, especially right before you go to sleep or just after you wake up. These are times when your subconscious is most receptive. With consistent practice, you'll start to notice changes in how you think and feel about yourself and your goals. To really understand the power of subconscious communication, let's look at some real-life examples of people who have used these techniques to change their lives. Take Sarah, for example. She had always struggled with public speaking, feeling nervous and tongue-tied whenever she had to address a group. She decided to start using visualization and affirmations to change this. Every night before bed, she would spend a few minutes visualizing herself giving a confident, engaging presentation. She would imagine the sound of her clear, strong voice, the feeling of calm confidence in her body, and the positive reactions from her audience. She also started repeating the affirmation, "I am a confident and engaging speaker," several times a day. At first, Sarah didn't notice much change, but she kept at it, practicing her visualization and affirmations every day. After a few weeks, she realized that she felt less nervous when thinking about upcoming presentations. After a couple of months, she actually started to look forward to opportunities to speak publicly. Her colleagues began to comment on how much more confident and articulate she seemed. By consistently communicating with her subconscious, Sarah had transformed her fear into confidence. Then there's Michael, who had always struggled with maintaining a healthy weight. He had tried numerous diets and exercise programs, but always ended up back where he started. He realized that he had a lot of negative subconscious beliefs about his ability to be healthy. He started using the acting as if technique, making choices as if he were already a fit, healthy person. He also created a vision board with images of healthy foods and active lifestyles, placing it where he would see it every day. Michael found that over time, his food cravings changed. He started to genuinely prefer healthier options. Exercise began to feel good rather than being a chore. Within a year, Michael had not only reached his goal weight, but had developed a sustainable, healthy lifestyle. By changing his subconscious beliefs about health and himself, he was able to make lasting changes. Lastly, consider the story of Emma, who had always dreamed of starting her own business, but was held back by fear of failure. She began journaling every day, writing about her business as if it were already successful. She described in detail what her day-to-day life looked like, how it felt to be a successful entrepreneur, and the positive impact her business was having. At first, it felt like she was just making things up. But as she continued this practice, she found herself coming up with creative ideas for her business. She started taking small actions towards her goal, feeling more confident each time. Within 2 years, Emma had quit her job and was running her own successful company. By consistently feeding her subconscious positive images of success, she had transformed her fear into motivation and action. These stories show that anyone can change their life by learning to communicate with their subconscious. It doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent practice, the results can be truly transformative. As we wrap up our journey into the world of subconscious communication, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. We've discovered that our subconscious mind is an incredibly powerful force, shaping our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors in ways we often don't realize. We've learned that it has its own special language, one of images, emotions, and repetition, and that when we learn to speak this language, we can tap into an amazing source of personal power and transformation. We've explored various techniques for communicating with our subconscious, from visualization and affirmations to meditation and journaling. We've practiced creating vivid mental images of our goals and learned how to send clear, positive messages to our subconscious mind. We've also identified common mistakes to avoid, like negative self-talk and expecting instant results. Through real-life examples, we've seen how these techniques can lead to profound changes in people's lives, helping them overcome fears, achieve goals, and transform long-standing patterns. These stories show us that change is possible, no matter where we're starting from or what challenges we face. Remember, your subconscious mind is always listening. It's always ready to help you, to guide you towards your goals and dreams. By learning to communicate with it effectively, you're unlocking a tremendous source of wisdom, creativity, and personal power. As you move forward from here, I encourage you to start putting these techniques into practice in your own life. Start with small, consistent steps. Maybe it's a few minutes of visualization before bed, or repeating a positive affirmation throughout your day. Pay attention to your self-talk and start replacing negative phrases with positive ones. Be patient with yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight, But with consistent practice, you'll start to notice shifts in your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. You might find yourself feeling more confident, making healthier choices, or taking bold steps towards your goals. Remember, you have the power to shape your life. Your subconscious mind is an incredible tool, always there to support you. By learning to work with it rather than against it, you're setting yourself up for success in all areas of your life. So go forth and start communicating with your subconscious. Embrace this powerful part of your mind and watch as it helps you unlock your full potential. Your journey to a more fulfilling, successful life starts now with the power of your own mind. Trust in this process, believe in yourself, and get ready to be amazed at what you can achieve when you harness the full power of your subconscious mind.